all businesses that are allowed to open to do so only if they can follow the guidelines to keep West Virginia safe.
Hell yeah, dude. Another press conference is like, I never have, nor I ever will have, or ever say that word. It was an audio crack.
He said he's never said the word.
He said he never said the F word, dude.
Episode 17, you know we be feeling clean, coming in with the boys, you know we be making noise, like we playing, like we staying, like we flaying, cause we got the whips, got the chips, and you know we got the dip. Oh no, we be coming with the quarantine, but it doesn't matter cause we're always feeling mean. Up to the plate like we're up to bat, man. Oh my god, I'm feeling like the fucking Batman. Billionaire, trillionaire, I be stacking stacks. And you know I give your girl a fucking heart attack. Cause we all coming in, yeah, it's us four. So you know you better open up the door.
All right.
Dig it. I dig it.
We had to do it to him. Is that the one you want? You want to keep this?
That's a good one. This is a good
one. All right, bet. Real Sensitive Guy Hours, episode 17.
17.
We've got some fantastic topics to talk about here today. I've got a list. I'm sure everybody else does too. But before we get into that, you guys are some horny motherfuckers. You piss me off. Okay. We told you all to go check. No, not you guys, the viewers. I told the viewers to
I thought he was talking to us too.
And check out the new channel that we created, the Real Sensitive Guy Hours clips. And I kind of want to go over the view counts with the boys, because I'm sure Oliver knows about this, but Travis and Will don't. So we have a couple of clips up right now. You know, Gregor meticulously analyzes clickbait. That was from episode 10. Steve Harvey's mustache has its own show. That's from episode 1.
Yeah, throwback.
So, you know, we're a relatively small show. We get a decent amount of views. We have one clip that has 50 views, which is most views out of all of our episodes. You know, and every other video is getting 1
episode.
view,
What is that, the
2
Jerry Springer?
views, 4 views, 16 is what the Jerry Springer has. No, you horny motherfuckers got this one video to 50 views. Girl is naked in a Zoom call that has 50 people attending. You simps. You simpy motherfuckers.
Dude.
Wow.
Why are you on YouTube for that shit, man? There's so many other websites for it. Is that the only thing that your work allows? Wait, you're working from home probably. So what the fuck are you doing?
Not safe for work, bro.
Oh, geez.
You could have porn going on the other monitor every day.
That's crazy.
You could be spanking
no
your
one
monkey.
at your work would ever
That's
know.
crazy. That's crazy.
Not that I'm doing it.
To some actual
really not.
flesh, dog. To some real boobies. Just Google boobies on Google Images. You'll get it.
What are the
Big
shoes?
titties.
They show you just like cartoon tits.
Maybe
So
this is
week-
like a specific. This is probably like a specific fetish community that like likes girls like naked on camera exposed to a Zoom call full of people. Like girl naked in front of a crowd. I feel like that's a fetish. Everything's a fetish, man.
Everything's a fetish nowadays.
Yeah. You could pretty much say people like looking at, you know.
I remember my first like porn experience. I looked up, I was just looking up like super famous people, like Miley Cyrus, Vanessa Hudgens. Miley Cyrus wasn't on there, but Vanessa Hudgens was. She had like
Dude, the pictures that Vanessa Hudgens sent to Drake Bell, that was like one of my first exposures. The nudes she sent to Drake Bell.
Let's go, dude.
Oh
Drake Bell gets it.
He does. The man's a stud nowadays.
He should have
he killed it.
He should have named his first kid Taco.
Fuck you.
Stop.
That's like a Facebook meme, dude.
I know, yeah. That's true.
So with all of like this quarantine shit going on, and states are now letting people more in to live about your lives,
like reopening
using
bit,
social distancing. Of course, you go to Dollar General now and just stand 6 foot away from other people. all of this is making me realize how fucked we would be in a zombie apocalypse. Like we wouldn't stand a chance.
People just get tired of staying inside. They're like, all right, guys, it's been like 2 months. We need to reopen the world. We don't care if the disease is still out there. We're going out.
Okay, but in some business, like imagine if you're like a small business owner, if you've been closed.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. But like fucking people are getting sick. The numbers are like climbing again because everyone's going back out.
Yeah, that's true.
Wake the fuck up.
A really great argument that unless somebody else comes up with a better rebuttal, then this is what I'm signing off on. You're right. The economy is not going to be doing well, but can you imagine how worse it's going to be if it's extended even further? If we're social,
yeah,
like it doesn't work.
If we get Thanos snapped and half the population goes, no, we get like 3% Thanos snapped.
I mean, I think the numbers are at like over 4 million right now. So.
You know what was the funniest thing? And people are probably not going to be happy about this, but when everybody was calling the coronavirus the boomer remover, that was the funniest shit, dude.
Dude, that was a Facebook meme that was actually hilarious.
I loved it.
Wow, the boomer remover. That's terrible.
We were talking last week that we need to get rid of the racists. This is just it. This is it.
Maybe
some of these
God's
people
response.
are protesting this shit, and it's just getting out of hand. Like some of these, you see these videos up nowadays of people that are protesting the quarantine, and it's just getting bad. I'm sorry, I couldn't find the video, but there was a video of like some lady protesting the quarantine, like in her car, and she had like a sign, and like this Asian doctor is walking in his like full scrubs on his way to work, like across a crosswalk. And like this lady like leans out of her fucking car window and is like screaming at this man, calling him like racial slurs and all kinds of stuff, when like this man's job is like the cornerstone to this whole epidemic.
I've seen this clip, but I don't really remember all of the way. Was he protesting? Was he standing in front of the roads? Because I'm down for people to get ran over if they get standing.
He was walking on the crosswalk and people were honking his horn, so he stopped. And when he stopped and he faced this car that was honking at him, because he heard the people protesting, so he stopped to try to talk to him. And when he stopped and the people got out of the car or leaned out of their car to yell at him, he just stood there. I wouldn't say in protest. He just stood there to try to talk to him. But like this lady was like spilling out racial slurs about this fucked. Asian doctor, and it was so fucked.
Sounds like it, man.
Yeah, that's why
people can will dive in like any excuse to like be racist.
What like hate do you have to have in your heart to just randomly lean out your car window and just like cuss out a random person?
It'd be worse if people just start like throwing shit at him.
Well, it's like it's crazy in the fact that like one, it's bad because he was Asian and she was yelling out racial slurs, but it's also bad because she's protesting the quarantine and like this whole epidemic to a guy who's a doctor. Like I said before, he's a cornerstone to what's going on in the world right now. His main job is to get this stuff in and out of people, or mainly out.
But like, it kind of goes back to the thought that like we'd be fucked in a zombie apocalypse. There would be people, literally, people would be protesting that zombies are like humans. That you can't kill them. They're zombies. Like, what the fuck? People are so stupid.
People are that dumb. People are that dumb.
I'm going to let myself get bit if I want to. Hashtag freedom. Hashtag America.
He's my husband. I love him.
Let us return to society.
And then it turns into the ending scene of like Hot Fuzz, or no, not Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, where he has his best friend chained up in the garage as a zombie, and he only goes in so he can play video games with him.
Would you guys fuck a zombie?
No.
Not about the rotting flesh, man.
Negative.
Okay.
Negative.
I'm asking for STD.
I don't want rotting pussy lips around my cock.
I'm
I'm not about the necrophilia.
But like,
Yeah,
what if it's
but
like
it's
just a
not necrophilia.
recently turned zombie?
Yeah, well, somebody who just got
Recently
bit.
turned.
That's like, or so what if it was like, what if it's like a Santa Clarita Diet situation
There you go.
where she's like a normal human in all ways except she eats other
He
humans?
has to eat flesh.
Yeah,
She's on those bad
But-
salts.
I'm gonna argue with Oliver on this one. It's would it be necrophilia? Because necrophilia is when you have sex with the dead.
Not the living dead.
not the undead.
Not the living
That's
dead.
true, I guess. There probably is
my
a term.
guy.
There probably is a term for that you could make up
Is
whenever
there?
that becomes
Paranormophilia. Actually,
looking that
sounds
up.
scientific as fuck, man.
Well, what if
Yeah.
what if Megan Fox just,
Was a zombie.
became a zombie?
It took my breath away.
She almost did in Zombieland. Wait, that was Emma Stone.
No,
Never
yeah,
mind.
it was-
She's so hot in that movie.
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
not a big fan of Emma Stone as an actress. I don't think she plays in
I
super
always
great
get those two
roles.
mixed
You
up
what?
for some reason. I feel like they look kind of similar,
Okay.
maybe.
Megan Fox and Emma Stone.
Little
So
bit.
there is a term for having sex with a zombie.
What is it?
It is necroanimatophilia. So necro as in dead.
There's a scientific term for having sex with a made-up creature. That's crazy.
pretty much.
Or is this like an Urban Dictionary thing?
Necroanimatophilia, sexual attraction or the desire to have sex with a reanimated corpse, usually a zombie.
Reanimated, so not real.
So it could also be like a Frankenstein. You want to have sex with Frankenstein?
I mean,
Dude, I
in
bet his
Young
dick is
Frankenstein, the
huge.
bitch gets dick down, so
I bet Frankenstein's dick is gigantic.
He's popping a
he's
foot and a half.
hacking eat. I bet he's
Popping a foot and a half.
bro.
How does he even keep it in those ripped
Yo,
ass pants?
if
They're ripping.
you're making fucking what's his face? You're making Frankenstein. How big do you make his dick?
as big as it can be?
Oh no.
Exactly.
I
He's
mean,
got to slay
I'm
those
getting-
monster bitches.
Yeah,
I mean, at one point in time, you can't make it that big because it's probably gonna get in the way of other parts of his
I'm
body.
killing
Yeah, but
that
like-
one black dude who became a meme because of his ginormous cock, killing him, cutting off his dick, and putting that on Frankenstein.
So
African
actually, there's a podcast, Joe Rogan and one of his comedian buddies. I don't remember his name. Tom something. It'll come to me later. He
Segura.
actually looked Segura. He looked into this girl or this guy, and apparently he died like a few years earlier. So
no.
you've got a new quest objective there.
Aw.
Retrieve the dick. Step
That's
2.
true.
the dick.
Oh my god.
That sounds like what every woman is. That sounds like every woman's quest right now in quarantine. Because some people are getting hella fucking horny. I am seeing tweets. I am seeing Instagram posts where people are practically fishing for fucking dicks. So you people out there, quit being so fucking horny. I get it. Sex is great,
Yeah.
but god damn, calm
That
the
is
fuck
really
down.
dangerous. You don't know where those people have been. That is very dangerous.
They're putting the bobber out.
Exactly.
They're putting the bobber out
A
there.
condom
hoping
won't
the fish
protect
just
you from the
grabs them.
coronavirus.
Literally.
They're putting the bobber out there and hoping the fish just bites. You know.
Literally,
That's what I'm
like they're
saying.
casting a fucking line out.
I made the
And
joke
it's probably
earlier.
like, it's crazy because it's probably so easy to get somebody right now because everybody's so like cooped up, lonely, and horny, but it's also the most dangerous time to do something like that.
Yo, you're
Kinda
single.
is.
Okay. A hypothetical single version of you. Would you be going out and like fiending for
Fuck no.
some Corona puss?
Fuck no.
Corona crotch?
Okay. I would
I've got
be
my
out-
mind.
I'd be-
Corona
I'd be out-
coochie? No.
I'd be out there searching for some Corona beer.
Ooh, I've got news. So my GI doctor, I had talked to him this morning and I had a couple of conversations with him. He said I can have beer every once in a while now. No binge drinking, no taking shots. But
Right.
We'll get there.
You don't
Well,
even
we'll
like
get there
beer,
eventually.
though. You don't even like beer, bro.
I fuck with beer. I fuck with Corona.
We can have some Corona.
Corona time.
little bit of lime in there.
Time.
Lot of lime. So
Yeah.
I might not after the show. I kind of want to celebrate a little bit. I feel like it's bad to celebrate, but just have a couple of beers, maybe like 3. I'll probably be
After the
feeling
show?
myself. Yeah,
Why not now, bro?
because I don't have any on me. I didn't put it in the house. It's like if you want sweets, you just don't put it in your house.
You don't tempt. Yeah, don't tempt yourself.
Fair.
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't even have beer here. All I have is Kahlua and like a little bit of vodka and a little bit of brandy. That's it.
You gonna run to 7-Eleven after this?
Hell yeah, meet up our boys. It's been a long time.
Dude, I went in there like I went in there not crazy long ago. The owner was like, "Where are your buddies at? I haven't seen you guys here in a like busy, man. Busy.
Me and him are gonna dap each other up with our ankles because that's what these fuckers do. Before we get to the next thing real quick, I kind of want to do some house cleaning for all the viewers. Next week, it's either next week or the week after. I have to decide whether or not the guest wants to be involved with this.
Bro, we're actually telling some about a guest this time?
Oh, yeah, we have a guest next week.
Save this to the end?
Well, no.
Surprise guest.
Surprise.
YouTube tells us that 15 minutes is about how much of these people would watch this stuff. So,
and we're at 18.
We're at 18. So anyway, we are going to have we're going to do conspiracy theories next week. I'm not going to talk about my topic. I don't think anybody else is going to talk about their topip. So conspiracy
we gotta
theories.
Make sure people aren't going to do the same thing, though. You know.
We'll talk in private.
Yeah.
Just so the viewer knows, we got a special episode next week. If not, then we'll have an interesting time with the guest. So there's that. I have a Reddit relationship advice if you guys want to do.
Ooh,
all right.
Question?
Is it not? Did you turn off not safe for work?
A lot of boobies would pop up. Reddit's also a great place for porn, if anybody was asking.
It really is.
Really, they have all kinds of different categories.
You could ever want. Really,
anything,
any character, any fictional character,
any type of girl, really. Like there's
Peter and Lois. I mean,
there's like chubby girls, there's like super skinny girls. There's even different types of like coochies as well. So you can have like, if you want the labia, if you want lots of extra stuff going on down there, then that's
small clit, big clit,
all of it, all different types. Anyway,
get lit, hit the clit.
Overheard my girlfriend say that she would leave me for someone taller. This is really upsetting for you, manlets.
I mean, could any girlfriend really not say that and like not be lying?
It's true.
I feel like girls are always on the lookout for someone taller.
Yeah, like for me as a man, like I don't feel like less of a man, but it makes me like a little bit uncomfortable about dating someone that's taller than me almost. Like if she's like it's noticeable to a fact that she's taller than me, I'm like, I kind of want to be the taller one.
Girl. Are we talking about height?
Yeah.
I know that I'm like an average height, so like I don't really care if a girl's taller than me or shorter than me. I don't really give a shit.
I had an ex who was taller than me. She was 5'10", and I am like 5'6", 5'7".
Damn, she's cradling you, dog. She's holding you in her arms.
Here's the thing: is like when I first started dating her, I like immediately like that was one of the first questions I asked. I was like, "Is this height difference going to be a problem for you or not? If it is, tell me." All that. She was like, "No." Like
first sign that she's cool, right there. First sign.
Apparently, she has a fear of people taller than her.
What? That's a thing.
So like she would never like I even asked her, I was like, so if I was taller than you, you would not date me? She was like, no, not at all. I'm like, wow, that's weird. That's really weird.
I bet she's miserable at concerts.
It's kind of weird. It only lasted 6 months, so I can't go much further into that. But
overheard my girlfriend say that she would leave me for someone taller. My girlfriend and I have been dating for almost 3 years. Last night, she had some friends over after she finished work. I work from home, so I only left my office to be formal and say hello and continued working. It was easy to hear the conversations they were having, even though my office is down the hall. And then I heard my girlfriend mention that she would leave me for a taller man. Her friends made a comment on how I was a lot shorter than her ex-boyfriend. My GF responded, "If only he was as tall as my ex. He'd do 10 times better. If I could find someone taller than him, I would." I guess I should mention that my girlfriend is barely 4'11" and I'm 5'9". The issue isn't the height, but the fact that she would leave me for somebody is so trivial. I talked to her about it since she said she didn't mean anything by it. She just likes dating taller men, and she apologized to me multiple times. Is this a red flag or any kind of things to...
I think you're fine, bro. She's dating you. Like obviously she was just like banting with her friends, you know?
Banter.
But that's still
don't be so fucking insecure. Don't be so fucking insecure.
Yeah, that's true. Like if you're
yourself, 5'9", you're average, man. You're average height. You're not a man.
Like to be fair, like if you're dating this person, you're putting the effort into like be with this person. So that wouldn't have mattered. If it mattered right away, then don't date this person.
I've kind of learned something throughout my years. You're going to be stuck with who you are for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
You might have enough money to like buy plastic surgery, or you might hit another growth spurt if you're a little bit younger and you're watching this show. What are you doing?
But don't ever like take how something someone else says about you or how somebody else feels about you and make that how you feel about yourself. Only you can formulate that opinion.
Well, so you can do one of two things with that information. Knowing the fact that you're going to be stuck with how you look for the rest of your life. You can do one thing, and that's be upset about it and feel shitty about yourself and cry like a little bitch. Or two, what you could do is own it, have confidence within yourself. Obviously, number two is the better answer, because all girls love is confidence. So just be confident with yourself. Who gives a fuck?
Exactly, dude. Your confidence can make you seem a foot taller.
I guarantee you that Liam Hemsworth says that he likes your girlfriend. She's going to leave and or cheat on you. That's just a fact of life. So just deal with it.
That's just the overwhelming amount of emotional stock that people put into essentially fake celebrity figures these days. But it's just society. We live in a society.
If you're also happy with the person you're with, height shouldn't matter at all. Like if you're 5'6" and then your girlfriend's 5'10", then it shouldn't matter. You guys are happy together.
No, like when I dated my ex, I mean, I was completely happy. She was completely happy with.
It's only 3 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Travis said, the confidence was the key thing. Like that's what got me into that relationship. I was confident about it. All that. The height didn't matter. I didn't mind that she was taller than me or anything like that. It didn't bother me. What mattered was the confidence in the relationship, the confidence with each other, and all that. So if you have somebody that's questioning or saying that kind of stuff, like, yeah, it's going to put a damper on you for a minute or two, but you got to realize like, hey, she picked me over whoever else. So obviously I'm doing something right. So don't let one little comment get in the way of an entire relationship. Because if that's the case and you let that stuff happen, then either you are a toxic minded person or you will turn into one. And I know that from a firsthand basis because I've let that stuff happen to me before, where one little word, one sentence, or one action has led me down a road of other thoughts and it just ruined a relationship. So don't let that happen. Don't let that happen.
Also, let's be real. Everybody knows that the people who are like, I only date people over 6 foot are like assholes, but we all do in our heads have a preferable height of a significant other, I think. So what is it? What is your optimal height?
Are you asking us?
I'm asking you all.
Shorter than me. That's all I need.
I've dated taller. I've dated shorter. I think my preference is just like about at my mouth level, probably. Is perfect.
I think my height. I don't care about that.
I say anywhere from like 5 foot to like 5'5", 5'6", because I'm 5'7".
I'll date people my height. I don't mind.
And my height too. I mean, if they're wearing heels though, and you take pictures, it's gonna be bad,
that's gonna be rough. Yeah. That's rough. But I'll get by it. Like I'll put on
the happy face.
The thing is like if you're a disgusting abomination, you look like that. So just own it. Like who gives a fuck what other people say? Yeah,
something good in you.
Like
I have seen some ugly mofos pull some crazy girls off of confidence.
That's what's dope about being a guy. Yeah. You could literally be an abomination and still slay.
You can. Yep. You could look like shit on the outside, but man, do they not know that you're packing heat underneath? You might have a 7-inch fucking dong, and like.
I don't know if you've seen Dave. You can even fucking own a small dong as well.
True. There was a dude at our high school, and he wrestled with us. And this kid, I'll say it, like he looked like dog shit. Like he looked disgusting. He like had a mangled face. He had burn marks and shit. Like it was bad. But then like thanks to
bullying a burn victim right now?
No, he wasn't a burn victim. It was from an accident.
That would be the worst. Anyway,
dude, the best people are the ones who like make jokes about it and shit though, like at their own expense, but like it's super funny and
true.
They just radiate confidence.
That was him. He made jokes about himself. He laughed at himself from time to time. Like it was great about that. But what no one knew is like girls would blow him off until like one chick actually said yes to dating him, and then she found out that he's packing like a 6.5 inch fucking dong. And then, like, oh, she fucking loved it.
6.5 inches.
And then
that's impressing right now.
That's a dong. Yo, American.
That was big in high school. I'm just saying that was big in high school.
Is it like the average American like 5.5 or something? Like
above average, 5.5.
So it's an inch over the average, but like, if we're talking like, if we're thinking like a salami, like when you say like dong, I think like 8+ inches.
I was like, I'm in that category.
I'm not saying I'm there. I'm not saying I'm there. I'm just saying that's where I'd start calling it a dong.
It's a dong.
He's got like half a dong going.
He's got like 3/4 dong.
You know, your dong is like 3/4 of a dong. You know that?
Your pecker.
I want to bring up a change of topic before we get into
really? We're talking about dongs too much for you?
It always degenerates into something shitty.
Isn't that a Chinese thing?
Okay. I like looking in the mirror at mine. I'm content with mine. You gotta be happy with it. That's like your height, man. You gotta be happy with your height. You gotta be happy with your dick size. And from there, confidence will just build for you. Exactly.
I will.
But the one thing I want to bring up is, so because of quarantine, many people have been playing video games, all that stuff. And there have been some new releases or new expecting dates of some ones. One of the ones, which I just saw today, is for next month, near the end of next month. The Last of Us 2 is coming out. But the one I do want to get into.
Talk about a controversial game.
Yeah, right. Have you been on iFunny?
But the one I do want to talk about is one of my favorite series because, one, I am a history major, finally graduated. It is the new Assassin's Creed game. It is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah, and you get to play as a fucking Viking assassin, and I am too hyped for this fucking game.
I saw you were playing Odyssey, Brandon. How you liking?
I fucking love it.
It's so good.
It's so
good.
What is the expected release date?
The expected release date is near the end, I believe, of summer. I want to say. I can look it up.
I was just curious because I know The Last of Us 2 is one of the very first games they were going to release on PS5.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, like, so you go back to Origins where it was a very grindy game and there wasn't that much customization that was going on. Like you could change your outfit and shit like that, but Odyssey has allowed you to customize your character completely. You can't change how it looks.
You get to play as a male or a female.
Gotten to get the part where you get to do 2 sets of weapons.
Oh no, I haven't. I'm still in the very beginning because I've been playing a lot of the side quests. The side quests are awesome because they affect the main story.
They're amazing. And like, it's not about, and they don't make you stealth everything. That's an awesome part too. They don't make you stealth everything. If it's a part where it says try to stay hidden, they literally mean try to stay hidden. You don't have to.
Yeah.
If you get caught, they'll like mention it when you go back to like the person you got the quest from.
He's like, so much for finesse or some shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So much for being stealthy. And you're like, oh, damn, they actually.
Well, hold on, before you get to your next thought. Also, the coolest thing ever is like I said, your decisions affect the main story. So at one point I'm doing a side mission and this guy completely burnt a whole village. And this priest was like, these people are sick. Like there's this fever that went around this whole village and we killed everybody except for this family. I was like, okay, you're a dickhead. You just murdered everybody because they just had a small fever. Fuck you. So I killed the priest that did it.
So did I.
And then
my God, I know what happens.
Turns out there's this new sickness on your home island. Now you are the cause of this whole pandemic that has happened on this one island.
It really hit home with what's happening right now. I felt really bad. I'm like, I have to go back to this island now.
The game is so great. I like it because of basically what you guys are talking about. I also like it because you get to play as a man or a female. It's great to have that decision because in all other games, you're dead set on being the male protagonist. In this one, you get to be like the first female assassin in that case, and it's fucking epic.
They had a female assassin
in Origins, yeah.
In Origins, but then also I think it was Syndicate too. There was like the brother.
Yeah,
sister.
there was like a tie-in game for like I think one of the handheld consoles that had a girl assassin.
And all that. But this one, you get that option from the start. In Origins and in Syndicate, it's already dead set on that. But this one, in Odyssey, you get to choose that from the start. You get to pick the main protagonist, whether it to be a man or a woman, and it's fucking epic on that. So
another great check for it. It fucking is has such a better story than just Assassins versus Templars bullshit. Like every game feeds you. This story is actually so good with the cult and everything. Oh my god!
I love that gameplay command.
Sorry if you haven't gotten to that part yet.
No, I just got there today.
Okay, good.
So dope.
Valhalla's expected release date is in late 2020. So I'm guessing either Christmas time, holiday time. I'm going
probably Black Friday,
October, November, or December is probably when it's going to be released. I am so excited about that because from the front cover, what it looks like, obviously you get to play as a Viking in that sense, but it also looks like, and from the teasing trailer, there is dual wielding weapon action on that. There is a lot of Norse mythology involved in it because of Vikings. And
I'm about to say, what's the time period set in?
The time period is set
Viking times.
873 AD, involving in the if I have to think about the time, probably Norway, and I think they were at a war at that time.
Sounds about right.
So you probably play a Norwegian Viking. So there's going to be
Vikings were like always at war too, so it's pretty safe.
I don't really fuck with Vikings.
Going.
I'm kind of, I think it's because I'm a little pissed off that they took down Rome. I always thought Rome was the coolest shit ever, and then a bunch of fucking weirdos came out and just pillaged their village. But I don't really think
talk like Shrek.
But they are going to bring back they're going to bring back a bunch of things from other Assassin's Creeds in this, like what we were just talking about, the dual wielding action. Weapons in that sense. They're also going to be bringing back naval battles because of Vikings having
awesome.
Because it's fucking awesome in that sense. But they're going to be bringing back naval battles because Norse history also includes there was a lot of war set in the sea. There's going to be Norse mythology, which I am happily to say it's one of my favorite kind of mythologies to look into. There's ancient Greek and Roman, which is why I like Odyssey. There's Egyptian, which is why I like Origins. I like the Renaissance one. I like all of them, but this one's probably going to be one closer to the top for me because Norse mythology is always fun.
Especially if they make it like Odyssey, man.
Oh, if they
just give you the kind of like choices and weapon choices and everything.
Oh, you're probably going to have axes, spears, blunt forces.
It just blew my mind how they fucking did that with the story. Like, just small shit. People that make games.
Small shit.
It's fantastic. The writing has to be on point, and you did it. You did it.
Great job.
Fucking Ubisoft is great when it comes to the Assassin's Creed series.
Can you explain why everybody's so pissed off on iFunny, Travis, about Last of Us 2?
Because somebody leaked early gameplay, and apparently they've introduced a bunch of new diverse characters that are like killing all the main characters or some shit.
Oh, fuck.
Isn't like Ellie a lesbian or something like this in this?
Yeah, Ellie gets her shit kicked in by a trans woman.
Oh, shit.
Like totally just beaten to a bloody pulp by her from like the game footage I saw.
So they're killing them off from that?
I guess so. I think they're killing a bunch of the the beloved main characters and trying to start the story fresh with this new diverse cast of characters that everyone seems to hate because all they are like one-dimensional tropes of like the trans person, the gay person, you know?
I don't mind if they kill off some of the characters as long as there's a storyline to it. But if they kill Joel, I am punching my system and like throwing it out the window because that man is just phenomenal.
He represents misogyny, okay?
I don't give a fuck.
Men are bad.
Toxic masculinity.
Men are bad.
According to one of our topics,
stop protecting men.
One of our earlier podcasts, it was men are trash.
Men are trash.
That's right. Men are trash.
Dude, it's always it's always men that are the hoes, like man whores. But women can't do it. Women can't be hoes, whore around.
I just feel like people
slut shaming.
There's so many people that get upset over small shit, and it's like I feel like most people don't actually get mad at these sort of things. Like, for example, we're talking about these protests. Like, those are the crazy people of the world.
Literally, everyone who's got a brain are staying inside and are like, we don't want to get this pandemic, this real pandemic that's closing businesses and causing the government to take action. This is real.
It's fake news.
And everybody wants to be complained, and everybody wants to be a victim. And I don't think that's how most people are. But on the opposite side, you have these people who are just super right, super American, super pro guns, and hoping that the world ends. That way they could fucking gun each other down, which I also don't think that those are an actual majority of the population either.
We call those LARPers on iFunny.
What? Is that a term?
LARPers. Like live action role playing.
That's fucking dope. I like that.
LARPer.
I like that a lot.
People who think, the kind of people who are like, oh man, if the government came to get my guns, man, they'd have to like get through my claymores and me waiting at the door with my double barrel, and like this stupid people like that. They're LARPing. They're acting like they're all hard, but if the government came to their door, they'd be like, put cuffs on me, take me away.
Yeah.
Don't hurt me.
Y'all can't do this. That's against my rights. Fuck you.
Hey now, don't make fun of people's accents.
What's the funniest thing that's happened to you during sex?
Anybody ever fart during sex really loud?
Yes.
That usually gets a laugh from at least one party.
What do you think?
Or you fart when they're about to give you a BJ? Ooh, that's terrible.
Bro, I fucking farted, and that's when it ended. That's like everything stopped, and I was like, God damn it.
And your dog died.
And my dog just died, dude.
I was having sex with one of my exes, and it was at our old house when my dog Finch, still alive, and my dog loved me, and he followed me around. So whenever me and her would end up wanting to have sex, we would have to like lock him out of the room.
Dude, there's always that weird cat that sits on the edge of the bed and just watches.
So, what happened in this story is that we start going at it, and I completely forgot to like close the door. And this dog is an Australian cattle dog, so he's a very smart breed. So he has always been able to like nudge his way open. So he nudges the door open without us knowing, and she is on top. And the next thing you know, she like jumps off me, and I was like, what's going on? What's wrong? And she's like, I felt something cold in my butt. And I turn around and I look over, and my dog had gotten up on the bed and tried to sniff my girlfriend at the time's ass.
Tried to eat that ass.
He put his nose in her butt, and he had a cold, wet nose, and it made her jump.
He was like, bro, let's spit roast this bitch.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Eiffel Tower, you and your dog.
Did you just say that? What? Am I listening
Eiffel
to you?
Tower the dog.
Paw.
That's right. Give me some paw. Give me some paw.
Good boy.
They're both saying during sex, good boy.
Oh my God.
I'm so good boy.
Oh God, stop. We have to stop.
This is so we've ruined our political careers. You guys know that, right? It's never happened.
I don't like politics, so
hey, if my future voters can't have a sense of humor, then why are they even voting for me?
Fast forward to Travis's like presidential campaign. They're playing clips.
We found his iFunny account.
We found a podcast.
Every man.
They talked about fucking dogs.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman and
With
dog.
that dog.
I have and never will have or ever said that word.
Just imagine like a press conference like, no, I didn't say I would fuck the dog. I said me and the dog would fuck the girl.
You guys see that? You guys see that from the
And I would promptly give him a treat.
You turn to that one Oklahoma State fucking coach. I'm 40. I'm a man.
Do you guys see that?
Fucking embarrassing.
The governor, I never have, nor ever I will have, ever say that word. It was an audio crack.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw that in the chat real quick so we can all watch this together. This is my governor. My governor.
Oh God.
Hashtag my governor.
Oh, this Jim, this good old Jim, great big Jim.
You have
Yeah,
not
I'm
seen
ready
this
whenever
yet?
you guys are.
I have not seen this.
Okay. I'm ready when you guys are.
Let me.
Okay. I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, play.
Again, I encourage all businesses that are allowed to open to do so only if they can follow the guidelines to keep West Virginia safe.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Damn, bro, he did not even need to add the F-bomb there. He just went in on it.
Yeah, so later he has
Oh
another
my
press
God.
conference. Another press conference. It's like I never have, nor I ever will have, or ever say that word. It was an audio crack.
He said he's never said the
He
word.
says he
fuck.
never said the F word, dude.
Listen,
That
even if I was trying to keep my like internet personality okay to run for president in the future, I would still say fuck. I think that's okay if a
Follow
president
the fucking
said fuck in his
guidelines.
past, or says it on fucking camera.
Guidelines.
Donald Trump says it all the time.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, whenever they were
Trump's the country's
focusing his
president.
eyebrow, he said fuck. He's like, oh, fuck.
Not that he's like the model president to look at, but
No,
he is the president right now, and he drops cuss words like crazy.
it's fucking great.
We'll bomb the shit out of him.
We will bomb you right where it hurts.
Right where it hurts. That's my fucking governor, dude. Holy shit.
He is an
Yeah,
idiot, though.
that's
Not
wild.
gonna lie.
Yeah,
Sorry, Jim, but
you're a dog
You're
shit
not sorry,
governor.
Jim.
you're not a good governor.
It just goes to show that like all of our leaders are just not good leaders at all.
They're idiots in some sense of the word.
I mean,
All
they have so much
politicians.
experience, which is how they got there. But I mean,
They got
They're
there
trying to
through
take my
money.
guns. That's all I know.
that's true. That's probably definitely part of it.
They got there through money and
Bribery.
Bunch of old white dudes.
Bribery.
That's literally
Old
all
white
it is. Old white dudes, old white women, or
That's literally who runs this entire world, dude. Old white dudes. Crazy.
I have you guys seen? I know this is gonna alienate some people. The Clone Wars season 7.
oh gosh.
I actually have not gotten a chance to watch it yet.
The
I
Clone
know.
Wars. What?
Season 7. So it's an animated.
I heard about it.
It's animated Star Wars, but it's during the Clone Wars, and it's really awesome. Like there,
Any real Star Wars fan knows not to discount that show. I'm gonna say that right now. If anybody wants to come at us like, oh, wasn't that on Cartoon Network? Fucking kid show
so
bullshit.
was Ed and Eddie.
No,
that shit was
so-
gold.
That show had some
That shit
deep
was
ass plot
gold.
points
Isn't
too.
it on
Somebody
Disney?
committed suicide in that show.
Isn't
Not
it
Ed and
Disney
Eddie.
Plus?
Bet
Yeah.
your sweet bippy I did.
Is it on Disney Plus?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
bet your sweet bippy I did.
Did you just come inside me? You bet your sweet bippy I did.
But Star Wars: The Clone Wars is essentially like assorted stories from the Clone Wars, and it's great. People fucking die.
Is it kind of accurate?
And then at certain point, it ties in with the main movie series, and so you can see like, oh, this is when this happened. You
But
know?
season
Gotcha.
7 goes right during the Revenge of the Sith, episode 3. So you get to
This
see
is why Brandon loves it so
Order
much.
66 fucking happen. You're goddamn
Get-
right.
get executed.
Order 66
nerd.
fucking happens during
Fucking
the middle of
gets
this.
executed.
It's insane. If you are a Star Wars fan, you don't even have to watch the rest of the Clone Wars. I recommend it, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
Season 7, dope as fuck.
Honestly, though, also to speak on the original seasons too, if you want to know if you should take Clone Wars seriously, watch the episode. It's actually like a series of 2 or 3 episodes where a clone executes Order 66 early by accident, and another clone like figures it out what happened and uncovers the whole conspiracy, then gets killed for it. It's fucking crazy.
And if you don't know what Order 66 is, everybody knows what a Jedi is. But Order 66 is essentially the order to turn on your own general and kill the Jedi. So, and it goes, and it's crazy because it goes into the psychology of being a clone. And at the same time, it goes through the psychology of like, holy shit, I'm killing the Jedi right now.
Yeah, it's like they've become these people with their own personalities. They have become, for all intents and purposes, humans, even though they were created in a lab. And now, even though they have all these complex emotions, someone can just flip a switch and like turn them evil. It just so much to think about.
I mean, that's similar to what they did in the one Futurama episode where mom literally like gathered all of her children for like Mother's Day, flipped a switch, and then like they killed all
the robots rebelled against the humans.
Yeah.
Dude, talk about another great show. Fuck, I think we've talked about this show before on this show.
Futurama is fucking great.
Yeah. Too many shows to keep track of.
Honestly, not enough shows now that we're in the house all the time. I feel like we keep running out.
Speaking of shows, what are some new shows that you guys have not watched yet, but are like on your list, whether it's like on Hulu, on Netflix?
I mean, obviously Clone Wars Season 7 is on my list.
You want to watch.
That should be number 1.
I just finally watched Superstore. I always like have my eye on it, which it's hilarious.
I love Superstore.
Great show.
I want to watch Food Wars.
What's that one?
It is an anime, literally all about cooking. What? That's literally all it is.
Cooking anime.
Literally, it's like a cooking It's like if Iron Chef turned anime. That's literally all it is. It's literally about this young hotshot kid who goes into like this giant culinary school for like cooking competitions, and he just like wipes the floor, and literally the entire show is just cooking, and it's fucking great.
Interesting. The Japanese come up with like the most insane shit.
The crazy stuff.
Like things that people would never think of. And it results in some really cool ass shit, actually.
Fuck yeah, it does.
You guys should watch the animated like trilogy of the Godzilla movies on Netflix.
Yes, I have seen those.
That was so fucking good.
Those are fucking good.
They like go to this. They're like, they have been kicked off Earth by Godzilla, basically. So they're living on a spaceship. And this is like many, many, many years later. And they're like trying to figure out if they should run out of oxygen on the ship or go back down to Earth and try to fight Godzilla, or try and find a new habitable planet, which they might not even find before they die and probably won't.
I want to get into Ozark because you guys keep fucking talking about it. There's just so many shows that I haven't watched. I don't really watch. I'm a big YouTube watcher. Like I just fucking watch YouTube all the fucking time.
Yeah, I watch a lot of streams like during the day.
Trav, did you finish Ozark?
No, I still have those like last 2 episodes to watch.
Same here.
We've been obsessed with Superstore, man.
What?
We've been obsessed with Superstore.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I want to get started. I want to watch Mad Men.
Honestly, tried to watch the first like 3 episodes. It was so fucking boring. I stopped. Maybe I should like push past it.
Yeah, I don't know. Some TV shows are like really slow at first, and then once you get past like the first season, it's worth it.
That's what I'm thinking. Like maybe I push past it and see if it gets really good, because I've heard people say it's really good, but I just was so fucking bored.
Yeah.
I want to do the same thing with what's the show where it's like Tony Soprano and not Tony Soprano, Tony Maloney. Not Soprano. Is it Sopranos? Is it Sopranos?
The Sopranos? Yeah.
Okay,
Tony
there you
Soprano.
go. There we go. Tony Baloney. Pretty sure that's my brother's Steam name.
What's that one show with Tony Soprano in it?
I think I want to watch The Sopranos. I tried to watch the first episode and I was like,
that's a really good show. That's like Godfather as a TV show. Honestly, it's really good.
I need to watch the movies that are like
came out.
What? Watch what?
Did you guys watch The Irishman when it came out?
I heard good things.
No, but my parents watched that and really liked it.
That movie or whatever.
It was a movie.
I think it was like was it a movie?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I thought it was like a docuseries or something like that. But like that movie was top tier, 100% great. It deals with a lot of the shit in the mafia, but it deals with one specific event and just runs with it. And it's fucking epic.
I love mafia shit. I've always been so into that. Love The Sopranos.
Marlon
Would
Brando.
recommend.
I've been really obsessed on YouTube watching these primitive hut building videos.
My God.
I'm obsessed, dude. Do you guys, have you guys ever seen these before?
Primitive hut building.
3 a.m. in the morning, you can't fall asleep. You put this shit on, you are dead in a minute.
So it's essentially 20 minutes of these guys building these assorted huts, and there's always a swimming pool, but they only use primitive tools. So literally you have these like two Vietnamese guys using rocks to dig massive holes. And then what they'll use for concrete is they'll go find termite.
Like clay almost.
Well, they find termites, and apparently their spit makes it so that it's like almost concrete. So then they go back and forth between this termite pit, and then they'll use like flowers to paint it like a reddish color in order to make it look nice. And then they individually take the water from the river and pour it slowly but surely. They get it done. It's the most insane thing, but it leaves me with so many questions. So many questions. Like, for example, hypothetical situation, everything gets wiped out because of this pandemic, and we have to live in a zombie apocalypse type thing. So we're stuck making these huts. So how often do you need to replace a wooden hut? First of all, logistically, how does that work?
Why are we stuck making huts though? Why can't we just be in our houses? Because like you're assuming all residential places are just corrupted basically, and you have to go out and live in the woods to basically be like away from people.
Yeah, I suppose so. Like maybe you just create a new colony or a new village or something.
Of like uninfected humans.
I'd say if there's a storm, or like if like there's like if you're in a place that has like heavy winds or something like that, then you'd have to replace it like very often. Or whenever like the storm happens, you'd have to like spend like a week or so like replenishing like that hut or that civilization in itself. But if you live it all depends on the area in which you live. So like if you're in the Midwest of the United States, like there are not that many trees. So you're pretty much going to be building stuff underground. Or if you find a place with a wooded area, you are going to stay there the entire time. But that has limited resources. If you live in like the West Coast, you're going to have a lot of trees, but it's going to be fucking hot as shit. So you need to adapt that to your surroundings. It all depends on where you live on like that hut and like how often you would have to like replenish it. So like if you're in the place that has like shitty fucking winters, or like degrees that never reach above like 50 degrees. So it's going to be cold a lot of times throughout the year. You're going to be building a hut that's going to have a lot of fucking like leaf insulation and shit.
True.
The people with those like really far out houses in bumfuck nowhere are probably the best prepared out of all of us.
Exactly.
Because then you've actually got a house, but you're also away from everyone, but you're also near some civilizations. So you can like go loot and shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, think that like third world countries.
What do you guys think is the best region? What do you guys think is the best region for you to survive a zombie apocalypse? So by regions, I'm meaning like the Northeast or the Southeast or the Midwest or like the Southwest or the Southeast or the
nearer to the equator, the better probably. Then you don't have to like worry about cold weather at all and worry about having a really heavy coat and all that shit. Like surviving in harsh
somewhere by like
so go to like Florida
or somewhere like a river too, or like a body of water.
Those Florida men turned zombies are gonna be fucking deadly.
Those people have been in an apocalypse for like the US's entire existence, so at least it'll seem normal.
I agree. Also, like, who the fuck is recording the videos for the primitive hut builders? Like,
I think they are.
Someone's just standing there not helping them.
Exactly.
Yes, it's like
I think
it's fast
they have
forward
a
it.
camera, but I think they just time lapse it.
Yep. Try to do it.
So these people are creating these huts, and at the same time, though, like, are they making money off of this? Because $6,000 for a million views.
They're not selling anything.
Yeah, what if somebody's like, it's like using these people as slaves to create, as pay pigs, to essentially create them huts?
I guess slavery didn't end then.
Still a thing.
Slavery.
Human trafficking is the modern day slavery.
Yeah, that's true. Human trafficking, yeah.
North Korea.
North Korea, China.
Do we think Kim Jong-un's dead or what?
I heard he's still alive.
I heard he beat the gulag. He came back.
I was about to say, I heard he beat the gulag. Yeah,
he clutched it in the gulag.
Yeah, I think he's just really sick, and I heard like if he's gonna stay sick for a hot sec, his sister's gonna like take over reigns. But I heard she's worse than him.
Oh my, Kim Jong-poo.
I heard she's way worse. Way worse.
Yeah, she kind of looks like an anime character. Like she looks villainous.
Like a villainous anime female.
So did you guys see
and he just comes back nonchalantly.
Do you guys follow Elon Musk on Twitter?
Buddy's doing some wild shit. What did he name his kid?
Elon Musk.
Yeah, he just had a kid. You're right, he did.
What did he name it?
I don't remember.
Cyber. Probably
no,
Cyber.
but like he's just he's a crazy business like CEO, man. He just like says like the craziest shit.
Yeah, because he's smoking weed all the time.
That's what the world is, man. There's just everybody who's in any position of power is just a fucking character these days. Like a caricature.
That's true. I
like
mean,
we are in a goddamn TV show.
They named their kid XAE. It's like a symbol. A12 is what they named their kid.
No. That can't be real.
He's an alien.
Already preparing us for when the machines enslave us by Elon's hand.
$20.
That's actually the turnoff code for all of the machines.
He is the key.
You must find the boy. He is the key.
Terminators come back to kill Elon Musk's wife.
You must find the key. Where is the key? It is the boy. The boy is the key.
Must destroy brood and mother.
Wow.
I'm so fucking out of it right now, dude.
The world is fucking out of it.
Taking back?
We're out of it, man. We live in a society.
We live in a society. Now,
oh shit.
My father was a gamer.
My father.
Mommy took the PS4. He didn't like that. Not one bit.
Hate both of you.
All right, I guess we can close it out. It seems like we got some low energy today.
What?
We got some low energy today.
What? You have low energy today.
Yes.
Brandon didn't have his cup of coffee.
We need our celebratory beers, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. If you guys,
I have 30 of PBRs in my mini fridge, dude. We should fucking crack some.
All right. I'll have a couple.
Yeah, run to 7-Eleven. Don't go crazy. I don't want you to hurt yourself. But your doctor said it was okay.
Yeah.
So let's crack one.
Okay, this will be celebratory, and I won't have any more until my birthday, which is a good amount of time.
Yeah, that's 8 days.
Play games. Are we gonna play games on our phone?
Tomorrow, you guys want to play some Civ and maybe stream it?
I'm down.
By the time that this video is up, we might be streaming on YouTube. Maybe. Who knows?
I'm down.
If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like.
Wait, we're gonna YouTube stream? Never mind. No, I'm just kidding.
If you guys want to just watch small form clips of this podcast, Real Sensitive Guy Hours clips, just search that up on YouTube. It's also in every description. Also, if you want to ask us anything, just send us an email at drspinshootimpress@gmail.com.
AUA.
And if you really enjoy the content, go ahead and subscribe.
Please stop.
This has been Real Sensitive Guy Hours, episode 17. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Travis.
And
I forgot my order.
Take it easy, guys.
Love you all.
Peace.